Alright, boys. Tuesday the 30th day of January, 8:21 a.m. Counting today, there's 46 days of squirrel season left here since it's a leap year. Some people may be watching my thread over there on Rimfire Central. You know, there's different skill levels out there, different experience levels when it comes to rimfire rifles. Squirrel hunters, okay? I'm going to share a few things with you here. This is a CZ457. And it is different than a CZ455, okay? And what do I mean by that? As far as working on it, keeping it clean. Now, this gun has been exposed as of late to a lot of rain. Some snow and some sleet. Well, last night I cleaned this gun up a little bit. The bolt. This bolt is probably one of the easiest to take apart out there, okay? All the way down, boys, to the hub. You can take this thing apart. 3 seconds punch. And I use this is a broken pair of scissors. All that's left is this. To get this clip off right here. And put it back on. Okay, you got this one pin right here. You don't need a vise or anything to put this back together, but if you don't have, I don't know, maybe if your hands are not relatively strong, you could use one if you're careful. You know, you got to put these back in their correct positions. So it's easy to take apart this gun, okay? I also greased these, okay, front and back here, because this baby's been waterlogged. A lot of my squirrel guns gets waterlogged when I use them. We'll probably finish the season out with this model right here, with that arcing scope on it, okay? Got some brighter days coming here Friday, Thursday. I want to get this thing out on some brighter days. Of course, wintertime, you know, that's not generally as bright as it is in the summer. Alright. That is a Lilja barrel with camo tape on it, Mach 2 caliber. Seems to shoot alright. So anybody that's interested in a 457, the maintenance on them is easy in my opinion, okay? This gun ain't got a lot of shots through it here. Not a lot. You probably won't ever have a whole lot shooting that Mach 2 ammo. They got me 2 more of those levels in the mail yesterday. That's an arcing level. I like that. Now, you know, some people may be laughing, you know, seeing a level on a rimfire rifle like this for squirrel hunting. Well, let me tell y'all something. Even yesterday, you may have watched my video, and I was watching myself shooting a squirrel quite a ways around the hill, and I had another squirrel I never did shoot. I could have shot that squirrel and gut shot him, but he never would let that head sit still. He'd go down in them leaves, you know. So I could be killing more squirrels if I didn't just do headshots. You know, there's some people out there, you know, they're probably watching saying, oh, this guy, he ain't never killed as many squirrels as he claims. Well, you all better be thinking again about that. But anyway, you get around the side of a hill and you will see just how bad you can can a gun. You are totally fooled, okay? And that scope, you know, being 50mm, does set up above that barrel some, you know, and you start pushing out at 80 yards on this gun, you know. And some of the cant yesterday that I was seeing when I was on that squirrel on that shooting stick trying to get a shot at him, and then one squirrel I did kill, I was watching, boys, I had this gun canted bad, okay? We're talking about, you see that bubble right there in that scope? You see how far off that bubble is? Maybe that camera's focusing. Well, I had full deflection. I had some full deflection in that level with that gun on that squirrel, you know, when I first got down on it. Of course, that terrain up there, you know, it's steeper in places, you know, when you're shooting around the side of a hill or 45 and around the side of a steeper hill, you'll get fooled, okay? No doubt. Now, this is a DIP rail on this gun. I'll go ahead and show this. You see where I've ground it down there? To give clearance for that bail right there. Okay? Notice I don't have a clearance problem up here on the barrel, but right there. But now when I ground that off in there, the fasteners are still in there and they're flush mounted. They're still functioning, okay? I have another model where I cut the mount off. On this one here, I decided to grind it down. It didn't take long. That's aluminum. It's not ultra hard metal. Okay, it will stop your grinding wheel up. You got to keep switching wheels. So I'll put this over there on the Rimfire Central. That's a nice scope, by the way, if anybody's interested. I think they put them back on sale, by the way. You might want to give them a look. I'm not in with Arkin. I'm not in with any manufacturer with rifles. I use stuff. And if you see me keep using a product, that means it's a good one probably. Okay, I don't use bullshit. I'm not going to walk around out here in these steep ass hills in Tennessee using bullshit, okay? It's got to work for the old sharpshooter. Now, if you take one of these bolts apart, let me remind you of something here. You see that little cocking indicator right there, that red thing? If you put this thing back together, you cock it and you feel it trying to bind up, you better be watching that hole right there. If it's binding, you need to stop what you're doing and you need to take it back apart. Try again, because if that little plastic thing there gets binded, it'll bind up. If it's not lined, once it gets lined up in the hole, it will repeat itself, seems like, okay? Alright, that's gonna do it. We'll try to get out here in the woods here in a little while and shoot some squirrels.